Welcome to the behind the scenes of one of my best videos ever done, ever made. It was so cool. The best MCC team ever, which will probably change the title a bit every now and again, but it was a huge video on my channel. I was so excited to do it. There was so much going into it. And yeah, it did really well. It was a 1 out of 10 for about 5 minutes, which is quite good because I didn't think anything ever would beat the MCC best players of all time. The MCC top 20, the top 10 MCC players for 25. That was such a ridiculous video, so I didn't think anything would touch it. It's gone down to a 4 out of 10. I might mess around with some of the like games and so on, just to see, or the titles and so on, just to see if I can make it do better. I had a few titles going into it, so I had the most insane MCC ever, the best MCC ever, which is obviously what it sort of came out to be. I had a team on the end right as I was making the title, or the most overpowered MCC ever, and finally the ultimate MCC tournament, which was I had a few more variants, but yeah, that was basically what it came down to. It was such a huge project. I've been working on this since early July / late June, and it only just came out now, so it was a huge undertaking, and I was really happy with how it came out. I really hope that everyone enjoyed it. There was a lot of people involved, a lot of just trying to get their teams at certain times and so on to me, which was quite difficult, but I loved it, and I had a great experience. It was basically what happened was I just came out with the Tommy video, me trying to meet Tommy in it at TwitchCon, and I went, I really want to do another huge project, and there was a few that I was working on, but as I was messaging Blur to be in her dream team, I was like, okay, now it's time. I'm doing this huge video. This is going to be sick. So I was really happy with how it turned out. And we've got a lot of data to go through and a lot of like behind the scenes secrets. So yeah, let's start off with the teams. This is the team sheet that I worked on. Basically, I went through the teams and then added the players in as I was going. So a lot of these teams don't have their full teams changed yet. Like the top two Magicians and Wolfies don't have their teams changed. Even Blur's team isn't fully changed yet. But I'd go on to change that in the next document, which is this one, which is all the results all together. But yeah, that was a few, like, this is what I was working off of, and then I changed it in the end. You see there's a few like weird picks every now and again, but we also can see like different averages, which is really cool. So I'm going to go through that, but we'll actually do it on the proper team sheet. So here's the teams that finished the game. As you can see, Wolfie's just got decimated. He got Bad Boy Halo left, which is crazy. But it was ridiculously funny just to go through. The fact Blur just kept none of her team is just great, and I'm so sorry for her, but it was, well, I guess she kept Jack Manifold, but is it her Jack Manifold or is it a replaced Jack Manifold? That's what we got to ask ourselves here, because you know every person got replaced because of Zach's Jack Manifolds, which were super annoying. I seriously was like, Zach, I need you to take this super seriously. And he straight away went, yeah, Jack Manifold 3 times. I'm going to ruin your video. And you have no, he wasn't originally going to be in it. And I asked for his team up before, because I hadn't got 5 up yet. So I asked for his team and was just waiting on trying to get a big YouTuber, because I talked to so many of the actual MCC contestants and couldn't get them through. And yeah, so he was originally just going to be in that slot, but then unfortunately someone had to drop out. So Zach took their place and I got 5 up on board, which was through donating on his stream, because I couldn't get anyone. I'm telling you, I talked to so many people. There was so many creators I tried to get involved. From Connor Eats Pants to Dream, I'd text Dream Management or message Dream Management, Hannah, Blushy, CPK, Kratzy, all the Illumina, George, Sapnap, everyone I could try. But obviously they're incredibly busy people, and I understood that it was very unlikely to get through to any of them. But you know, you've got to try in these things, and eventually the 5-up thing worked. And if I'm honest, I'm tempted to do this sort of concept again and just donate to the streams and see if they answer and so on. But that could be expensive. So maybe in the future we'll see how this video continues to do. I know a lot of people have wanted a sequel. A lot of people want to be involved in a sequel. I don't know what I'm going to do. There's a few people that I really wanted involved that I couldn't, or slash I didn't know them at the time. So I talked to all things MCC to get them involved. Obviously, I got Animagician involved, which is amazing. I've been watching him for so long. Even the SMP he was a part of, which is slipped my mind currently, but I was watching him then. Mysticat, they would have been incredible. Nebula is one I missed out on because I didn't know he was working for all things MCC. I'll be honest, until about late August, so it was a bit late in the end to ask him. I wish I could have got him involved. He's awesome. I watched a lot of his MCC streams. There's a lot more. There's Joe of All Time. They're really cool. I really like them. Pix, who is a great streamer. A lot of cool streamers and so on that I wanted to get involved. And a lot of I actually messaged. So what happened to get Lockie involved? I know this is becoming a lot of story time. Was because I messaged MCC Highlights, their Twitter, when it was the Lockie takeover, in hopes that I'd get Lockie, and he came on board. But I'd love to do actually a lot more of the MCC Highlights people, and I have sort of plans for some sequels. It just depends on how things go. But the response was amazing. Animagician commented, Lockie commented. A lot of you have done huge support for Joji or for Chris and so many, and Blur, and so many of the great people that were on that video. You've liked their comments and so on, so I thank you for that. I love this video. Wolfie watched it. I know he watched it. He messaged me. Yeah, it's just such a huge thing for me. But that's actually I'll stop talking. There was, again, so many people I want involved, and I'll get involved for next time. Definitely. I think I'll probably do a sequel. Again, this video took so long. It took a lot of effort to actually get them to come on board and get the 10 people, and then give me their teams, and then go into editing, which took so long. Editing took a while. But yeah, I basically edited the actual video, because I had to go and make all the graphics for it. Must have been about 12 hours, which is great. It's great that this video did well, because a lot of my big videos, like the Tommy video and before that, I get old people to react to Minecraft skins or whatever, and the worst version of Minecraft, or the banned version of Minecraft. They were huge videos and they didn't do so well. So this one doing incredibly is so, I'm so happy. But yeah, let's go through the people. I obviously went off averages, which is the score you can see here. I could have gone off a few other things, as you can see. The Ultra Sheep Lord stuff is incredible. You should definitely check him out. Their whole team's amazing. But yeah, you can see like the placements and all this sort of stuff. But I wanted to focus on averages, because that's sort of what my channel's been known about. But you can also see Season 2 averages, and things would have changed, sort of. We would have had, obviously, the Ocelots still come in first. Then Blue, which was Fundy and Wisp, showing just how good Fundy has been this season. That was Ripcord's team. And then Pink, which would have changed it up a lot. But it would have been really bad for Lockie, he would have dropped 3 places via this scoring system. But yeah, the fact 5-Up did so well by just picking Pizza Hut. I've seen a lot of people be like, how? Why did no one pick these people? And it's just because you think other people are going to pick them. The people that ended up being picked were like Jack Manifold, obviously, by Zach and Blur, but mostly 5-Up and then Puns and Purpled were really picked, which was insane to see. There was 2 Tubbos, I believe. You can see here Whispers lost a Tubbo. Yeah, so it was crazy to see who was getting picked and who wasn't. And yeah, it was strange. It was strange. As you can see, Shovel's the only player that gets below Jack Manifold's score. But she's amazing. And also this is season 2 averages, so I don't know if throughout she would. Oh wait, we can actually just see. No, she would not. Although it's close. Then we have the players. Pizza Hut, obviously huge. SB had a huge average. Again, this is season 2. Jojo, Fundy, CPK, Smager. Them 2 being picked on the same team. Those 3 with Jojo. I mean, it won it for Annie. So yeah, that was a huge choice. There's a lot of great players in here. A lot of great players got taken out, which is why I actually have another sheet. We have this sheet, which is actually the players that got, if everyone got their players, which obviously they couldn't, this is what would have happened. So you would have had, obviously, the Jack Manifold team in last, with, by far, the safe, Lockie being safe would have done badly, because everyone else got their players, but obviously he ended up being 3rd in the end, which is massive. Then you would have had, I'm just trying to see the averages, but obviously they're all 9,000. I think we would have had this team, and again that's probably Jack, so that was Blur's team. Jack, 5-Up, Kratzy, and Frost. That would have been next up. There was quite a low one here. Oh my god, the teams have come out. One sec. We're looking at the teams mid-video. Oh, to get to the other side, Battle Box, Grid Runners, Survivor Games, Parkour Tag, Meltdown, Ace Race, Hole in the Wall, Sands of Time. This is going to be a really competitive event. Those are some really competitive games. I'd say Grid Runners maybe you could take out. Anyway, you guys have all seen that and probably I've reacted to it. Next up would have been the lovely Joji's team. Again, I was so surprised she didn't pick Dream. I was like, this is sure. Also some behind the scenes and maybe a bit of cheating. Joji knew 5-Up was going to be in it, and yet she still picked 5-Up, which was hilarious, and I promised not to tell anyone, so now I've told you all. So sorry, Joji. Up next was Red. That's how I thought Wolfie was going to do really well, but with this team when I first heard it. But I guess Bad Boy Hello's average is quite low compared to the rest of them. Yeah, but he's just ahead of Jack Manifold. So that's where that happened. Then you have, again, this is basically just me looking through right now. Then you have Ripcords, which again was a stack team. Oh, I missed the Aqua. For some reason, we're not getting Ant Frost's averages, which is strange. But oh well. Can I... Oh, it's because of that. There you go. It'll save and load. Jew's team was amazing. I really liked their team. Wait, no, this is Jew's team. This is Chris's team. Chris's team was amazing. They were really good. And it was really cool to have Chris on the channel because I know a lot of you have been wanting him. Obviously now I think the video with Chris might be out or be out tomorrow. Then there was Ripcord's team. I was sort of placing these two against each other. So Ripcord came out on top, purpled, Tubbo, Fundy, Wisp. The Wisp call is probably above Shovel. That's probably what's done it. And then yeah, Jew's team was incredible. That score is insanely close to the top. However, it wasn't as insanely close as Annie's score, which was just off it. I was like, oh my god, this is risky. And none of them could use the team builder. I don't think I said that in the video. None of them were supposed to use the team builder. If any of them cheated, it happens. But I don't think any of them would have. I told them not to. So that was really interesting to see how that would, deal with everything. But yeah, that ended up with this team is just insane. And the fact it's so close is crazy. And finally, there's 5-Ups, which again, 5-Up didn't know that he wasn't meant to use or wasn't meant to keep it below 10,000. So you'll take that. You'll take the fact he gets over 10,000, and it ended up working. You take the risk. Everyone had a Jack Manifold took out, so people could have picked like Dream and Pete and Technoblade and Illumina and Quig, all these different people, Fruit Berries that people didn't pick. They could have because their players got replaced, so they would have maybe been closer to the top score. But anyway, in the end we get Pink obviously at the top, which is 5-Ups. Aqua is next, which is kind of insane, but Puns and Antfrost have been crazy good, so well done, Chris. Then we have the Cyan, which is Douchepaux's team. That's again really close. Orange dropping a bit less off in season 2. Blue, which again you'd think. Purple is so interesting to see. Red, lime, green, and yellow. Lots of punses. That's what did it. This is obviously season 2's. Lots of puns. 3 puns overall. Then 3 purpled. 3 puns and 3 purpled is crazy. Pizza Hut, SP737, Jojo, Fundy, Antfrost twice, H-Bomb twice, CPK, Kratzy twice, Tapao twice, Tubbo twice. This is crazy to see. Antfrost 3 times. Filza twice, which was a shock, but go on Filza. And Jack Manifold 5 times. But there you go. There you have it. You can see that Puns, Purpled, and 5-Up were the joint most picked people. Which is interesting because I don't think anyone has them all in a team. No one has them all in a team. I guess that would be risky with Puns and Purpled in a team. But yeah, it was an incredible video to do, and I really enjoyed it. I wish I could have picked so many more people. I asked some of I would ask some of the Nox Crew staff now, but I didn't know how I felt about asking them. There's a lot of streamers that I've got to know now that I would have asked as well. It was crazy, and I was so happy to do this video. There's another big project that I'm starting to work on that I'm hoping to have some big YouTubers come in and be involved, and Twitch streamers obviously, although Twitch are kind of assholes. So yeah, that's exciting, and I hope you're all excited for that as well, because it's going to be really cool. I should show like simulations. That's a lot of math stuff for me. You know what? If there's a big outcry, I'll leave these on. You can ask them, put me for them, and I'll put them on and share them. This is the best team ever. Obviously, go and check out not Sandwich Lords, sorry. Ultra Sheep Lords. It's the Lords. Just go and check them out, because this is incredible. I love this, and I loved using it. So yeah, stumbling on, make sure to subscribe, comment, and so on. Like, and peace.